All right, welcome into Prize Picks on 5 here on the 5 Reasons YouTube channel. Thanks for hitting the like and subscribe button. You get all of our content. Make sure you're using the code 5, F-I-V-E, get your initial deposit matched up to $100. This is not offshore. This is legal in the state of Florida and many other states around the country, and you will get your initial deposit matched up to $100. No questions asked, okay? You don't have to bet it all at once. It's not like, okay, they give you 100, you got to play it. No, you can play it over time. You can play the World Cup, the NFL, the NBA, the NHL, and all of the other sports, including MMA. So go check it out. Prize Picks. Use the code 5, F-I-V-E. Get your initial deposit match up to 100. Google Play Store, Apple App Store, or PrizePicks.com. I'm Ethan Skolnick. You can follow me at Ethan J. Skolnick in the 5 Reasons Sports. We got David Eversole. You can follow him at David W. Eversole. We're talking Bills Patriots now. One NFL game tonight. Big game on a Thursday night in a very crowded AFC East. And I'll tell you, sometimes, David, I look at the board and I don't see a lot that I like. Tonight, there's a lot there, but you have to kind of scroll through the categories. Give me the first thing you're looking at here.
Well, I think with the game script and how it might be late in the game, it could be one of those games where a lot of guys get involved with Mac Jones and the offense. But the passing game for New England is not dynamic. Their wide receiver core is basically a bunch of scrubs, and he's been really integral in their whole attack lately, both running the ball and especially in the receiving game. He has as many targets, 16 in the last 2 games, as their supposed wide receiver one, Jacoby Myers, has in his last 3 games. So obviously Mac Jones trusts him. So if anybody stands out to me in this particular matchup, I think it's going to be Ramondre Stevenson from New England. So I like him over 34 and a half receiving yards. That line actually jumped up. I got in at 31 and a half this morning, but you can see he's been well over even the 34 and a half and 4 out of 5, and he's getting the targets. So when I look at receiving, I always look at targets, not necessarily like how many, how many yards they have always. If he's getting the volume, usually the yards will come.
Yeah, I mean, he's blown through that for the last 5 times. He's not just a little bit over it. Actually, I kind of like the rushing and receiving prop for him, which I think was 103 and a half. But you need, again, you got to have some confidence that they're going to run the ball effectively. I'm not 100% sure they will. There it is. He's been over 2 of the last 5 times. He's an interesting play for a whole bunch of reasons. I think also on the Patriot offense, I'm looking at our guy David Friedman posted some of these, and I like these. I don't know if I like them all enough to play them. One of them was Mac Jones over 20 and a half completions. I do feel like they're going to try to use the short passing game tonight. A lot of that may go to Stevenson, so you may basically get the best of both worlds there. So that one was kind of interesting to me. I also, I also take a look. Hunter Henry is always a guy too with them that I play.
That's your guy.
That's my guy, and that has worked out for me a few times. Let's go to the Bills, though, because, again, you scroll through some of the categories here. There's a lot. I am going to play Stephon Diggs again over half a touchdown. I just think, again, when he's in these spotlight games, he tends to show up. I think he does get 1 touchdown. I know that New England tries to take away the best player on the other team. You can see he's had the touchdown 3 of the last 5. I played it in the last game against Detroit, and it won. So I'm going to play that again. I can tell you also, if you look at 21 and a half completions for Josh Allen is not a terribly high number either. So I think that's something to look at. You see 2 of the last 3, but only 2 of the last 5. And then Dawson Knox, I know that Friedman played it over 3 receptions tonight. I can see them using the tight end. So that was an interesting one to me as well. But I'm also going to look at the other side of this. I kind of like the Patriot defense with 2 sacks. Josh Allen sometimes gets sacked just because he's planning to run, gets tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and gets one there. I can see the Patriots starting to tee off on him a little bit. You see the Patriot number with 2 sacks. So I think I'm going to play that one also tonight. What do you like on the Bills side when the Bills are on offense?
Well, I think with the Bills, obviously, kind of Stephon Diggs really drives the passing game. And some of those other guys are a little bit unpredictable in terms of their production from week to week. You can kind of count on Diggs to get you where you need to be. But I actually like the kicker for Buffalo. This is one of my go-to guys for the Bills. And Tyler Bass over 1.5. He made us sweat it out in the last game with that field goal right at the end there. But he's been pretty consistently involved. And I think, like you said, New England's defense is going to make some plays and hold them to some field goal attempts. So I'm going to go with Bass over. It's not a sexy pick, obviously, but I'm going to go with Bass over 1.5 field goals. I'm just not so confident in anybody in the Buffalo backfield in terms of running the ball. Devin Singletary, he's had 2 really good games in a row, but I think New England maybe try to put a lot of guys in the box and make Mac Jones beat them, if that makes sense. So I'm going to stay away from a lot of the Buffalo skill guys outside of Diggs tonight.
Yeah, lots of play tonight. I was looking at some of the interception props, the passing touchdown props as well. So check it out. Go to PrizePicks. Use that code 5FIVE. They even got them both guys on the punt props tonight. So again, make sure you're going through it. If you want to play it with some NBA tonight, there is some NBA as well. For David Eversole, I'm Ethan Skolnick. Make sure you're going to PrizePicks and make sure you're using the code 5FIVE.